Hello, Earth signs. How are you? This is your reading if you are a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and or Rising. This is your reading. This is your reading for June 2020. So let's see what energies are going to come up for you for this month. Maybe, possibly. So I'm going to do a big general reading for all of you Earth signs. And then I'm going to ask for additional 3 cards, so 1 card per Earth sign, so that you can have additional messages for the month. So let's see what is going on. Let's start with your meditation for the month. And this is it. This is, can you see it? There. Wait, I'm just gonna fix my laptop. It's right beside me. There. This is for your solar plexus chakra. I'm going to read it out for you. Meditation on the causes of anger. Remember an incident in which you became angry. Ask yourself, why did I get angry? Trying to identify both the stimulus and its underlying cause. Understand that it is your evaluation of the situation that actually made you angry. Vow to analyze the sources of your anger as it arises, so that when you feel the first symptoms, you will ask yourself, why am I really getting angry? It's really written here. It's mirrored because I'm using my front phone camera, but if you can read that, that's it. I don't know why I felt defensive and I felt like I had to explain it, like I wasn't making it up. Because it is kind of uncomfortable for us to realize, right, that the reason why, like, why we get angry is because of our own makeup and not because of other people's influences per se. So yeah, like the reason why we get worked up is because of our own situations that are happening inside of us, not necessarily or not entirely because of what another person did. So that this month it feels like it's really important for you to be aware, just like what the meditation is saying, be aware of the emotions that you feel and why you're feeling it, especially if it's anger or like the negative emotions, so that you have a better grasp and understanding of your emotions and you don't get swept up by it. Yeah, if that makes any sense. And another message for you from this is the dream. This may be relating to like your actual like goals and aspirations. I'm sorry, your actual goals and aspirations in life, or this may be a month wherein your dreams are gonna get super crazy and super weird. And that's because you're just getting a lot of messages and you are going to work a lot, perhaps, maybe in the dream state. So like your soul or like your astral body is gonna be working a lot in the dream state in order to help you work through or heal some of the things that can, it can help you heal and like be like a better, like more aligned person in your waking life as well. And yeah, maybe it's because the things that make you angry, or like the underlying cause is something that you don't remember anymore. Maybe it's that, or maybe it's just because it's too overwhelming of information, maybe especially from your childhood, for it to be completely fully processed while you're awake. So it's like your astral body when you're sleeping is also helping you kind of process all of the things. So maybe that's what's happening this month. Now on to the big reading. So I have essential energies. I also have cards for your internal state, and also cards for things happening outside of you, and of course advice. So let's start with your central energy. Justice. That's so interesting because I just finished doing the fire sign readings, and they got justice in their central energy as well. But with you, the difference is I'm feeling it's just like a whole lot more. This is a whole lot more internal. This is, I'm gonna check also. Oh, see here, 9 of Cups. That is your crossing energy. I'm just getting here like your emotions, your internal state is getting, it's like things are shifting in more internally, and that's, you know, that's in terms of you being more aware or more self-aware, you being more aware of your emotions, you being more aware of your reactions, and just you being able to have that shift internally, and that's helping you actually move forward in life, if I'm making sense. What I mean by this is that maybe it's because I'm adjusting my seat. Maybe you have been maybe one of the things that has been blocking you from really going in and fulfilling your goals is that you may have been just keeping or just holding on to, tightly holding on to your anger and your anxiety or your sadness or like your negative emotions. And so you really holding on to that, it causes an imbalance in the body. So what I'm saying is that, like, if there's an imbalance, right, if you're holding on to your negative emotions more, I'm really like exerting effort here. If you're holding on to your emotions a lot, especially the negative ones, it's just like it's more dense in the body, and it's just, you know, when you feel mad and you just feel really heavy and it feels like it's hard to breathe, you know, things like that. It's hard for things to move. It's hard for you to get a hold back of yourself, and it takes some time before you actually feel lighter again. Maybe I can relate to this a lot because I also have earth placements, or maybe just maybe because of just like the stereotypical earth placements of being stubborn and things like that. Anyway, irrelevant. Yeah, just when you're holding on to a lot of things, especially negative emotions in your life, there's an imbalance in that may be blocking you from reaching your goals, that may be blocking you from getting ready to receive the positive emotions. Maybe it's that. And it's also, I feel like it's also just like a balancing, just in general, just things being, all of the cups being in a row again in your life, and things being in order again, and things being okay again, that you finally see a clearing towards the things that you want. And so a lot of it, of course, things outside of yourself, you can't control that, right? But I'm just really feeling that you working on, like, especially with feeling and expressing and releasing your negative emotions, that's really helping you gain that internal balance back and being more in control of yourself and your emotions. And that's giving that clearing as well for you to move forward with your dreams and your goals and your aspirations. So if you feel like for the past maybe couple of months you've been having a block of some sort, maybe it's because of how you've been processing your negative emotions. And this month, it's finally looking like things are moving and shifting internally, and that's why you're able to move forward with your goals again, or just feel really happy and proud of yourself, and just feeling the positive emotions again, and just really like basking in them. Because look at him, he's so proud. He's so proud of who he is, and just with everything that he's done for himself. He's able to really sit in and feel his positive emotions, and that's because there's an internal balance in himself. Maybe that's what it will happen to you as well, earth signs. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about the central energies, and I'm gonna move on to the mind. What is happening in your head for June of 2020? Temperance. Balance again. And again, see, like balancing your emotions. So like just really processing and really being more aware of your emotions. Again, like just what your meditation was telling you, like being aware of why you're feeling your emotions, and then the underlying cause is the word that they used. The underlying cause of you feeling those emotions, like the underlying stimuli, or maybe the past wound, or the past bad experience that happened. Just being able to understand and process all of that, just really an internal processing, and that's really helping you gain. I hit my laptop. Just really helping you gain a bit more balance and stability with your emotions, and that's helping you to think more clearly, that's helping you to move more clearly, react in a better way, and just overall being more aware of yourself, and overall you're just regaining that balance within yourself. That's really happening here. Meditation is gonna be very helpful for you, especially in terms of processing all of those emotions, because if you get all of the mental clutter out, that's gonna give you an opening in order to really see what is hiding underneath everything. So just being able to sit still in the quiet, I think, is going to be very helpful for you, especially as you process like your anger and your emotions. Again, this is a meditation, so that if you want to do this, especially whenever you feel angry, I would highly recommend that. For your body, so like your physical health, or like just how you use your body for the month of June. 7 of Swords. How have you been betraying your physical body? Why am I posing like this? But yeah, how have you been doing a disservice to your physical body is the question here. How have you been betraying your body in a sense? Have you been eating foods that aren't healthy for your body? Have you been, even though it's like, oh, it's just one bite, and then you finish the whole entire cake on your own? Or have you been sleeping less? Have you been purposefully looking for reasons to stay awake until 4 a.m., aka me rereading the Twilight Saga? Ouch. Okay. Things like that. How have you been betraying or just doing a disservice to your physical body. And how can you change that? How can you make it up to yourself? Is that the right preposition? How can you make amends with yourself in terms of how you've been treating your physical body? If you've been doing great with your physical body, then again, just ignore this part. But if you are someone who has been, maybe eating the wrong type of food, or not sleeping well, maybe you're not moving your body in the way that it's supposed to, or just, or maybe even consuming things like media or things like that are sucking your energy out. If you've been doing that, and maybe that's also causing you some anger, because when you're not taking care of your physical body, it's just like you're kind of getting detached to it in a sense. It's like when you don't sleep, or like when you get like 2 hours of sleep at night and you wake up in the morning, you feel groggy, like you don't even remember how you got to your work or to your class. You don't even remember how you spent your morning or things like that. You're not present in your body, and that may be causing you some anger or anxiety or things like that. And so how can you be more of service to your body, and how can you be more in touch with your body this month? That's also what Temperance is saying here, and again with the Justice card at the center. Being in touch with your mind, body, and spirit, which is the cards that I've laid out for you. So here with your body, or your physicality, specifically, it's you need to be more of service to your body. You need to take care of your body more, essentially. So how can you do that this month? What can you tweak? It doesn't have to be a major tweak. If, for example, if you've been sleeping at 4 a.m. or 7 a.m. The past couple of weeks, move it back a couple of hours. Maybe, okay, instead of being awake afternoon until like 7 a.m., I'm gonna move it back and try sleeping at 2 a.m. And then how can you do that? Or if you have been, eating the wrong type of food for yourself, what can you swap out first? What can you swap out with the large cake that you ate, in order to maybe something a bit healthier? Or in what occasions can you permit yourself or to eat cake instead of buying cake for no reason other than it's a Tuesday? Just making little shifts in order for you to take care of your body a bit more, and to not betray it anymore, or betray it less. Spirit, what is Spirit telling you? Or King of Pentacles, there he is. Excuse me. This is you. This is Earth, and you are Earth. Why do they say it like that? Create a safe haven for yourself. Create a little space or a little corner, like wherever you are right now, that can make you feel safe and secure and zen is the word I'm getting. Maybe you set up a little meditation space, or like If you're a crystal person, you set up a little altar for your crystals. Just a little space that will help you feel good and will help you feel safe and connected, so that when you for example, you start feeling that anger again, or you start to feel that anxiety again, or you start to feel yourself getting detached from your body, you have a place that you can go to and be comfortable in. I'm really feeling that here. Just create a space for you to feel comfortable in. Maybe you want to spend a little budget on it as well. It doesn't have to be like super expensive. But if you want to get like a nice little table for it, or you want to get some cute fairy lights, or just creating a haven out of, maybe for you it can be just a little corner. For some of you it can be, for example, if you have your own room, it can be your entire room. Or if you are in control of your entire house, or if you live on your own, then you can definitely do that. Do some redecorating, buying some new lights or some new drapings for your home, or for your room, or for your little corner. Just finding that safe space for you to feel safe and secure and connected will really go a long way. That's what I'm getting here. So we're done with the more internal cards, and let's go with, there's just two like external cards here. So this is for your career and finance. Ooh. 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 The Magician. This is a Virgo card as well, because this is Mercury. Magician is Mercury, and that's Gemini and Virgo. So Virgo. Anyway, you're creating big things in your career, and you're like, I'm feeling like some big moves in terms of your career and finance in general. Being able to, I feel like you're slowly figuring out your brand of magic in your work, or in whatever endeavor that you're doing, that's also helping you open yourself up and receiving a lot more abundance in terms of the financial side as well. So if you're like if you work in a company, maybe you're getting that right, you're getting your mojo really defined in terms of the right amount of work and play, and things like that people are starting to take notice of you and just say, ooh. And then maybe your bosses are recognizing you for your talents, and maybe like bonuses are coming in. Or maybe if you have your own business, things are really starting to pick up, and you're starting to really open yourself up to more of that abundance, and you're just really working your magic in terms of career and finance. Things are looking up for you for starting this month, for your career and your finance. It's like, you know how to work with what you have now, and it's just like you're doing really good. It's so exciting. Okay, this is really exciting. Let me know what this is about, if it's starting to, especially if it's starting to come. I'm so excited for you. Okay, next is your relationships. So I didn't set an intention for any specific relationships. So this can be for your family, for your friends, for your workmates, for a romantic partner, or a situationship, or whatever it is. Page of Cups. You may be dealing with a water sign. Maybe. If you're not, then I feel like it's exploring something new. I'm gonna ask for another card, but I'm just really feeling like there's something new that can be explored with your relationships. I feel like it's like a new energy. If it's with your current relationship, like maybe you want to try something new, maybe a new relationship is coming for you. Let's see. Let's ask for another card. Ten of Cups. And yeah, I just really feel like it's a new, like, fresh energy that you can tap into in terms of your relationships that can really help your relationships be more stable, for communications in your relationships and communication of your feelings to be open as well, like a lot more honesty and vulnerability in your relationships. And that's with, like, trying something new, trying something fresh. I'm gonna try to think of an example. Like, maybe you're the type of family who doesn't talk, right? You don't talk about your emotions or whatever, or you're just not really comfortable. But then there's a lot of tension that's been happening. For example, like causing you a lot of anger, and everyone's just angry in the house. Maybe that's what's happening. You can try something new. You can try a new activity that maybe can help you either bond a bit more, help you open up your feelings a bit more with each other. So I'm just gonna share an example. Sometimes in our family, like, just really, like, sometimes, just a few times a year, sometimes we don't even finish, but like we do like these like open forum, like workshop type things where we can really be candid and check up on each other. Like, how are you? What have you been doing in your life right now? And what are your priorities in your life right now? And how can we help, or how, so that we know, like, so like everyone has time to, like, so this is what I've been doing, this is how I'm feeling, and this is my priorities, so that as a family, as a dynamic within our family, we know how to kind of move forward with our relationship, and with just taking care of affairs at home in general. That really helps us. And yes, in case you're wondering, my eldest sister is a Capricorn. And she's really good at those things. But anyway, yeah, if maybe that's something you can try, or you can try, if you're the type of family, if you're not the type of family like to play games and stuff, maybe you can try playing games, and you can find out, like, the competitive spirit, or like the dynamic in your family when it comes to these new types of things. Or maybe you can do a cookout where everyone can make a dish, or like if it's you and your partner, and you haven't done a lot of new things in a while, try something new. I know that this is a weird time for everyone right now. Maybe you can't go out where you live, but maybe you can do something online, or you can just call or do something, or just rediscover each other again. I feel like that's gonna be good for everyone involved in the relationship dynamic, whatever relationship it is that you're thinking about. Just really trying something new in order to discover a new facet of the self, or the new facet of these other people as well, is really gonna help you in creating a more, like, a happier dynamic life with these people. Excuse me. Or this can be someone new coming up. That's really exciting. And lastly, your advice for the month, Earth signs. Let's see what this is. The Lovers. This is so strange. In that the fire signs got this for their advice as well. If you have fire placements as well. If your sun, moon, or rising was also like in a fire sign, you can go watch. I don't know why I'm pointing here. Just watch that video as well. But yeah, I'm just really feeling. I'm gonna get another card. But with the lovers, and it's like really relating here as well. It's like just getting back in touch with yourself, and really, I'm seeing like a more like communicating with yourself a lot more, and communicating with spirit a lot more. Knowing that you're guided by spirit, or whoever it is that you're working with, or whatever it is that you believe in, working with them in order to just get things in order. This one, the Hangman. I just feel like here with the advice, it's more of communicating more with yourself and communicating more with spirit in terms of the things that you want to stay or to happen in your life. Just being able to communicate with yourself and allowing spirit to help you as well with communicating with, in terms of what are the things that you want to, you know, be a regular in your life, like your habits, or even like with your career and the inflow of money, of course, and also with your mental state. Again, going back, it's really just being your emotions being your thoughts and your emotions being very balanced and clear, and you being able to process it well, and that's gonna give you an opening to just doing a lot and achieving a lot and inviting a lot of good things to come in as well. So that's the advice for you, just opening communication more with yourself. Again, meditation is gonna be super helpful for you. Temperance is, you know, making sure that that message is getting across, and communicating with yourself and like with whoever it is that you work with as well. That's really going to help you in getting your affairs in order and getting your emotions really fleshed out and processed as well. So yeah, that is it for your big reading, Earth signs. I'm gonna ask for additional cards for additional messages for each of the Earth signs, and let's see what comes up. Okay, so I have the cards here for additional messages for each sign, for the subset of Earth signs, and I'm gonna start with Taurus. So Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. This is your additional message, and this is your card. Oh my gosh, it's the Hierophant with the 5 of Pentacles. So I'm getting the feeling here really that your additional message, Taurus, is getting that like type of routine, or getting a type of routine happening in your life is really gonna help you process any issues that you may have in terms of feeling lack or feeling anxiety, or kind of just the negative emotions in terms of your resources. If you have been feeling that way, maybe a big part of why you can't seem to get your affairs in order financially, or getting your budget sorted or things like that, it's because you're just really rattled. And in a way, going back to the big reading, it's in the way that you've been kind of sabotaging your physical health in a sense. So getting a more serious routine is really gonna help you work through any issues that you may have in terms of your energy, your resources, like your money, your time, your your energy again. And it's just gonna help with that. And that's also with the advice here, right? With your general advice, um, being able to just know that and communicate that with yourself, just knowing what it is that can help you get yourself together and be. It's not like perpetuating the whole toxic productivity mindset, but it's just really helping you get to that level of productivity that's healthy for you, that actually allows you to achieve things, while also being able to help you enjoy things in life as well, that equal work and rest and play dynamic. So yeah, just figuring out a routine for yourself is going to be good for you, Taurus. I'm going to move on to the Virgos. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is your additional message. Ooh, Queen of Wands. Can you see her? Is she? Yeah. Hello, there she is. Being more confident in your energy. Being more confident in the things that you do as well. I'm shaking myself. What is being confident in your energy? Yeah. Being more confident in yourself, stepping into your girl boss power. If you're not a girl, then like boss power. I'm just saying girl boss. Yeah, just owning your energy, owning your. I'm getting like owning your feminine side as well. Your creative side is gonna be very important for you as well. Your creative and your more intuitive side, because the cat in the illustration is really jumping out at me. The cats. Yeah, there's 2 cats. Actually, the queen is also a cat. But the blue cat is really jumping out at me. So like, yeah, just your more like intuitive side, your creative side, just tapping into more of that as well. I feel like is really gonna help you this month. So do it if you want to. Just tap into your power, tap into your full power, like all the parts of your power, like your, like your masculine go type of power, and also like your creative, the ideas and like the intuition, working with that as well in order to get the best results that you want. Same here with the Magician, and this is also your card. So, and okay, I'm done there. And last but not least, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is your additional message. Ooh, it's the Jack of Clubs, or the Page of Wands. Check in with your energy so that you're sure that very similar to something that I said with with Taurus, but it's like being able to make sure that you're spending a reasonable amount of time in both like your work and your play, so you're not doing one or the other more. Like, of course it's not gonna be an equal like 8 right? You're spending 8 hours in work, 8 hours in play, 8 hours of sleep. Maybe that is a good thing to follow. But anyway, just making sure that in its totality, like in the totality of a week, you're spending enough time on your work. You're spending also enough time in play, or like doing things that are fun for you or that you enjoy and fill your cups, and also doing or also spending a lot of time, or an ample amount of time, in rest as well. I feel like is the message here, because you don't want to get too distracted. If you see the the illustration, it's a bit blurry, but it's like the page here, the page of wands is getting this, like, it's just focusing on this little bird. So I'm just really getting that image that you may be just spending your energy on just one of the three things, and whichever that thing is, it's not the healthiest for you to, you know, spend all of your time on work and no time at all to play or sleep, or spending all of your time in play. That's also not very healthy, because you're spending less time on your work. And of course, sleeping for like 20 hours a day is not the best decision to make for any of us, right? So just making sure that you're checking in with yourself and how you're spending your energy throughout the day, throughout your days, is the message for you, Capricorns. And with that, I am ending your reading here, Earth signs. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps. I hope this resonates. Let me know in the comments what your stories are, if you want to know about them, if they resonated, if they helped, whatever you want to say, you can send them in the comments and let's chat about it. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a lovely June. I know that you will. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!